Dark, but then also kind of comical. Like comical in the way that the alien, the soldier alien, eventually dies.
Fuck you.
Force over here! For the lead!
Molten lead. Hot, hot, hot.
Hot. Yeah. First off, Dylan sacrificing himself. Incredible.
Super badass.
Alone, in the dark, hot molten lead dropped on him. He was really the only way that the alien was going to get trapped down there was with a human bait. What a sacrifice.
It's a survivor.
Incredible, incredible.
So I see what they're going for. They're going for if you have something hot and then you splash it with something cold, you get a shock, and so then things crack. I don't think this is what it would look like.
What about like thermal expansion stuff, like glass, maybe?
Right. So I've broken glass before because I have like a hot liquid in it, so it's all hot, thermally equilibrated, and I'm like, this is hot. I don't want to touch it. So then I'll fill my sink with water and put it in there, and then so I'll have like a hot glass touching cold water, and then it'll just crack right along that edge. Here we go with the water bottle. If I have this and it's hot, if the whole thing's hot, and then I'll put like cold water to here, it'll like break along this line. Now, that happens because you have something hot with a temperature gradient. So it's hot and cold right next to each other. If I have the whole thing hot or the whole thing cold, I don't get that break. And so what I would expect to see here is when the alien's head is hot, if you put in like half of it with cold water, then you get a crack along that line. Or here, if you're spraying everywhere, you'd get a small cracks all over the place, but not this explosion. Like it would have felt okay if the exoskeleton cracked and then like its organs are no longer being held in, so it like leaks out all over the place, and then it's dead anyway. Strange that it would explode.
Well, we did speculate in Aliens that could the Queen survive outside in space? And if the Queen can survive outside in space, that would mean the exoskeleton can hold pressure in.
That's true. So it's an exoskeleton. It's hard. It doesn't expand, and so yeah, it can hold pressure in.
So maybe that if the Xenomorph is really, really hot with the molten lead, and then suddenly cold, the exoskeleton holds the pressure back, contracts a little bit, and then catastrophically fails because it built up all this pressure because the hot insides, brain organs of the held back by the exoskeleton fails catastrophically, like some kind of bomb.
So when the Xenomorph is inside the lead, the molten lead, it should be super hot. In fact, it probably should be, if you were to put like water in there, it would evaporate. It would phase change.
Yeah.
But because it has an exoskeleton, it's able to have inward pressure, which allows its organs to get hot without phase changing and boiling off.
Right.
However, once you break the exoskeleton, because you get these stress fractures from the shocking, now you've released the pressure that the exoskeleton's holding in, and now that's gone. So now you could have expansion and phase change, and then things wrap. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe, I guess the implication of this is that the Xenomorph's exoskeleton is not only good against outward pressure, but also inward pressure coming from inside, which I don't think is the way bugs work on Earth. I think it's just from the outside in, not the inside out. So Xenomorphs could be survive in a lot of environments. Although sometimes this happens.
It's not hot, cold. Yeah, sometimes it's popping. That's fine.
It's popping.